Hey, this is Matt once again. What about to another video? This is another paid request for Amir. Like I said before, he was very generous in his PayPal, so he requested a couple movies. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, whatever it may be, feel free to send it, either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below under the info box. Under the video in the info box, I should say. But this is for a film called Brave, and to be honest, I thought Brave sucked ass. This is maybe the most boring Pixar film I've seen. The worst, well, Cars 2 is close, but I hate to say it, I would probably rather watch Cars 2 than this, because Cars 2, Larry the Cable Guy sucks, but it's not as boring as this. So, again, I don't like either one, but if you give me a gun, I'm like, pull the trigger. If I don't have that choice, I'm like, I'll pull the trigger on you. If I don't have that choice, I'd be like, let me not pull the trigger at all. If I don't have that choice, I'd be like, okay, fine, I'd rather watch Cars 2 than Brave, because again, Cars 2 is bad, it's just very annoying. This one's just very boring. So, take your poison. Being annoyed or being bored. And this won the Oscar for Best Animated Film, and it beat out a film like Wreck-It Ralph. Now, Wreck-It Ralph I don't love because I don't like, was it Sarah Silverman's in it? But I like the video game stuff, I like the world, I don't mind the story, I like the spectacle. That's, to me, a much more enjoyable film than Brave. And I bet if I asked people, they remember Wreck-It Ralph a lot more than Brave, but Brave beat Wreck-It Ralph and won the Oscar over Wreck-It Ralph. I think that's absolutely horseshit. If you like Brave, cool. To me, this film was a boring ass piece of shit that barely anything fucking happened. Has a lead character I did not care for with her rich people problems. She's a red-headed lass from Scotland. Apparently, it was going to be called The Bear and the Bow, and Reese Witherspoon was going to be the lead. Then that got changed. Midway through, I guess the director got replaced. So yeah, it takes place in Scotland. Our lead loves the bow as a child. Her dad is voiced by Billy Connolly. Her mom is voiced by Emma Thompson. And then as she's, a princess, she's being forced to marry. And that's a good chunk of this movie. It's a fucking domestic battle between mother and daughter. You don't get married. I don't want to get married. You don't get married. I don't want to get married. Fuck both of these. I don't care. Emma Thompson just comes off as bitchy, and the lead comes off as whiny. And I get the idea. Forcing someone into marriage, not for love, to me, is sucky. Sucky, sucky, sucky. But again, the way they made the lead character act just seems, even though it's understandable and I agree with that sentiment that you shouldn't be forcing the marriage when there's no love there, it just makes her, again, they still write her as if she's entitled and whiny and annoying. She has 3 little brothers. I don't remember their names. They might as well be called Huey, Dewey, and Louie for all I care. Didn't give a rat's ass about them. The dad doesn't like bears because he lost a leg long before to a bear. There's these suitors. And like 40 minutes go by. That's just a build-up of this plot. That's just, I don't want to get married. The mother says, you are getting married. The lead says, I just want to shoot a bow. She won't listen to me. She won't listen to me. She won't listen. She won't listen. The dad doesn't give us ass to do anything because every guy in this movie is an idiot, a moron, a dumbass, or a loser. And that's another thing about this film. Feels like a fucking feminist animated film. Because every guy is a loser, an idiot, a moron, or a putz. The dad's a moron. The suitors are loser, more loser, the most loser. This is a type, and This is a mother that would be a villain in most movies, but we're supposed to feel sorry for her because the lead, whiny as she is, fucking stole Robin Hood's move by shooting the bow and arrow, and the arrow goes through another arrow. Does one of the suitors to marry her shot an arrow, and then again she stole fucking Kevin Costner's move. And you know what? Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves is better than this movie. So she's whiny, she follows these blue things, and she comes upon a witch and a spell to change her mom and change her fate. And then there's like 40 minutes in until this kicks in. And thankfully this is not a long movie. With the end credits is like an hour and 35 minutes. Even then it still felt too long. Again, I'm just glad it literally wasn't too long. And then the mom is changed to a bear. You know what? If I want to see that, I'll watch Brother Bear, where a guy's changed to a bear for a lesson. And you know what? Brother Bear is better than this movie. So again, even that plot isn't that different and unique, because fucking Brother Bear did it. This guy killed a bear and blah blah blah, and then he's changed to a bear and you gotta learn a lesson and blah blah blah. And the people are hunting because they hate bears. But there's more stuff going on than that. There's more emotional stuff that I bought into, and I would easily say that's a better movie than this. And this is Pixar. This is a company that gave Wall-E to the world. I love Wall-E. My favorite Pixar film, one of my favorite animated films, period. I love Wall-E. I like Finding Nemo. The Toy Story films I don't mind. As much as people hated Toy Story 4, I don't really get why. I liked it. Oh, Toy Story 4. You know what? Toy Story 4 I like better than Toy Story 3. I don't care how many... Hey, you can disagree, that's fine. But I think Toy Story 4 was actually rather good. I don't really get the hate for it. I think Toy Story 4 is way better than this. I think Toy Story 4 is better than a lot of the recent stuff. So, yeah, I liked a lot of the... Not all, but I liked a lot of the Pixar films. This was just... sitting there just waiting for this damn movie to end. And from what I understand, the advertising was very misleading because the advertising made you think it's more of an action film, much more an adventure film. Because you have this woman with the bow and arrow, and she's going to go on these adventures, and then it's just a marriage dispute. There's a scene where a lot of the guys are trapped on a tower, so they gotta climb down, and there's literally a shot where you see a lot of men bare ass. Like, a lot. Like, 50 bare asses. Just all use their pants. I don't know why they didn't use their shirt. I don't know why they used their kilts, I guess I should say, not pants. But I don't know why they wouldn't use their shirts instead. But, hey, if there was their shirt, that wouldn't be as funny. But you see their bare ass. Ha ha ha. I saw 50 guys bare ass is great. I saw more ass in this than a porn film. Thank God, Pixar. Brave might as well be called Bareback. Fuck's sake. Bareback for the movie. Kid a bear? Bareback? I made it funny. Bare ass, and then there's literal bears. Yeah, it would be called Bareback, but it's called B-E-A-R, spelled that way. Bareback. Fuck's sake. So then it's the mom, and the only positive I will say is, number one, the animation. Pixar knocks out of the park with animation, with the way the hair flows, and it's very nicely animated. I mean, this is from 2012, it still looks pretty well animated. The second positive, it was cute with the mother because she's a bear, she can't talk, but she has the mannerisms of herself. So yeah, like the bear softly get in the crown and softly put on her head, or you know, these poses. So you have the bear, again, can't talk, but it's acting, you know, prim and proper. There's some cute moments of that. That's really the only positives I have with the film. The three little turds, little brothers I didn't care about as they kept stealing food. You keep doing that, you're going to get the diabetes. Again, every guy is a moron, a dumbass, and an idiot. The plot, I don't think was that interesting. It wasn't that fascinating. It wasn't that exciting. It was just rather fucking boring. The mom and daughter's trying to teach her how to fish. They're going around the woods. They're trying to find that witch. She leaves a message. She's not there. One thing leads to another. They get to this cave, and they realize that this happened before, and this evil demonic bear was someone who was changed as well. He was like a former prince or something. And so the mom saves her. They run out. They think the way to fix it is to sew this tapestry, so they get back to the castle. It doesn't work. The men think the queen was eaten by the bear, so they hunt the bear. The triplets, they ate some of the food that changed the queen to a bear, so now they're cubs. One leads to another. The mom fights the bear because to protect her daughter. The demonic bear is stopped and killed, and the soul is set free. The mom and daughter, they care for each other, blah blah blah, spell is broken, mom is back. And now they get along. And I don't even buy that a whole lot because I don't even remember any really deep, meaningful conversations when, I mean, obviously it'd be one-sided because one's a bear, but like it was teaching her how to fish, some danger points, and then the finale. I guess because the lass did this speech and the mama bear is looking on. I don't know. I didn't care. I really didn't care. I thought, wow, all this money wasted on this really lame, lackluster story. I mean, you think of the stories of Aladdin and the Lion King and Wall-E and the ups and downs those characters go through, and it's just, I didn't want to get married, and I turned my mom to a bear, and I got her back to being a mom. I'm like, all this money wasted on this horse shit? Why? Why? And again, people liked it, that's cool, but this ain't for me. And I could not give a rat's ass. And like the movie's trying to make us think that she's selfish. Like, wait, our lead character is selfish because she doesn't want to be forced into an arranged marriage? What fucking message is that? Like, what message is that for kids? If you don't like arranged marriages, you're selfish. Oh, great, yeah. So many goddamn Disney movies is about finding your true love. I mean, I swear there's Disney movies about people being forced into marriages, and that's the villainous act. Now, if you're against being a forced marriage, now you're the villain, or you're selfish, or you need to change. I mean, what was really the lesson for the lead to learn? To be okay with arranged marriages? Damn, the people outside are loud. They're walking by. Maybe they don't like this movie either. They heard me talking about Brave, they got mad. But, yeah, they're walking by. Or they decided to stop right here. So, great. But yeah, with that said, Brave, like I said, people like it, that's fine. I think it's decently animated. but I thought it was a very boring film. I thought it was pretty poorly paced. I didn't give a rat's ass about the story. I think it took like 40 minutes for really the big gist of the story to come into place. It's really not that exciting. The action scenes, I mean, it feels like the most memorable action scene is a damn sequence where the three kids take a chicken or a turkey and they make the men look think it's a bear and they lead them to be trapped in a tower. I get the message like, okay, she's selfish because she doesn't like arranged marriages. That's a very weird message. I don't get that at all. If you can explain that to me, feel free. And again, the movie just really uneventful and boring. And again, I'm sitting there going, this won the Oscar over Wreck-It Ralph? That's ridiculous to me. But that's just me. But hey, with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.